Oh, hi everyone, and welcome. We are officially past the halfway mark on our charity marathon fundraiser. If you would like to donate today, please do so. The command is St. Jude. If you see anyone in chat during the stream looking for a donation link, that is the command you need. You can donate advantages, nat 20s, NPCs, boss monsters, or we can draw from the deck of many. Please only use that link. It's there. It's below the stream as well. Anything else will not go to the charity. Don't sub. Don't use bits. The hype train is disabled. My personal donation link is also disabled. So don't try and use any of them. If anyone else whispers you in a dodgy back alley sort of way and is like, "Hey, use this code to donate to the charity," don't do that. Don't do that. Just use the official one. Okay. I literally just told this group that I'm okay, but I might be losing my mind. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's start with our wonderful DM, Grant.
Hello, my name's Grant Howitt, and when I'm not running games, I like to scam people out of money for sick children. All right, mate, you want to help a very sick child? Come around the back. Why don't you pop some money in my pocket? I'll make sure it gets to an ill boy. No, I'm Grant Howitt. I wrote this game. I'm very excited to be here, and I'm going to be your sexy battle wizard GM.
I'm very excited to get to play. We'll go clockwise around the screen and go next to Jane Hermiston.
Hello. I am Jane. I live in a fantasy world 100% of the time, and sometimes we put rules around it and call it role-playing. So I am very excited to be here and to be sexy, battling, and wizarding.
Fantastic, thank you. Next around, we welcome Kaya at Crit Charisma.
Hey everyone, I'm Kaya Gessen. I am a little, it's gonna be a weird day for accents. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw that out. But I'm also ready to be wizardy plus sexy, maybe with a little battle.
You could be a transfer student if you'd like. You don't need to manhandle an English accent through your teeth.
It's a chameleon thing. It's
okay.
Gonna, if I keep hearing it, it's
okay.
So that I will try to remain me, but I'm gonna travel.
Let's all do different accents. Let's someone do Scottish, someone do Irish.
There's been a curse on the college errand. Anyway, sorry, we haven't introduced all the players yet. Please.
No, sorry. And next around we have Sheepy at Sheepdog42. Sheepy.
Hello, I'm Sheepdog, and I love Australia.
Excellent callback to a joke we made that was not broadcast.
Yep.
But people should be encouraged to just randomly profess love for Australia all the time. What are you saying?
That's me,
Nothing
dude.
to see here. Let's... Grant, how do we play this crazy game?
How do we play this crazy game? So it's very straightforward. It is a one-page role-playing game. I am going to put the link to the game in chat, so you can play along at home, by which I mean read the game. Oh yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, sure, safe space, whatever, cool. Right, okay. So that's the picture, hopefully, that came across. It is a game of sexy battle and wizard. You will be playing sexy battle wizards in the flying college errant. You can see at the bottom of the page there. I'll just read you the intro. You are a sexy battle wizard. You are a member of the College Errant, an organization based in a magical flying castle that roves the land, looking to avert arcane disasters and fight injustice. You have precisely zero authority to do this. The cops hate you, and you are wanted in several countries for collateral damage caused while saving the world. So, you have 3 stats: sexy, battle, and wizard. And we'll uncover which of you have chosen what as we go through. But basically, you roll dice equal to the most relevant stat, whether it's sexy, battle, or wizard. And then there's difficulty, which I will make up on the fly. Difficulty 4 for standard sexy battle wizard stuff with standard results. Difficulty 5 for audacious or risky stuff that has a great impact. And difficulty 6 for clutch against the odds stuff that can really turn the tide of a situation. You're right, Scrat, it's entirely arbitrary. Sorry, I didn't realise you were trying to sneak a little bit of pasta in there. My apologies. If
24 hours stream I have to eat sometime. It seemed like a great opportunity.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes it. If your highest dice, we're only interested in your highest dice. If your highest dice beats the difficulty, you succeed. If it's equal to difficulty, you succeed, but you mark stress. If you ever roll lower than your total stress, you explode. in a magical explosion and die. However, you then reform in the college errant for cocktails, and you can come back in a little bit. Death has no sting here. It's really more of an inconvenience. And if you roll under the difficulty number, you mark stress and determination. You can spend determination 1 for 1 to add a dice to your roll. Should all be fairly straightforward. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, or just read the short paragraph of text again, I suppose. But yes, so our adventure begins in the college errant. The college errant is a magical flying castle, as previously mentioned, and it's run by the sexiest, battlinest, wizardiest person of all, Chastity Houndstooth. Chastity Houndstooth looks like someone just murdered her husband, and she's having to interview the police. She has one of those enormous ruffled frills, black or pink, depending on what angle you're looking at her from, and she looks like she smokes cigarette holders. There is a polite alarm which goes off. So the alarm equivalent of as you are going about your daily business in the college errant. So just as the alarm rings, I should like an introduction from all of you as to what you do, as to what you're doing on an average morning in the glorious year of wizardry. Let's start with Jane. Peril.
Yes, so Peril Flynn is sitting at the bar, which I assume exists in every room in the College of Wizardry.
Day drinking, huh? Okay.
Is day drinking, is drinking, as we like to call it in the Wizard School. Yes, sipping on a cocktail of some deliciously colourful type, and it's obviously on fire. Just quite standoffish, but is looking around politely at the polite alarm now.
What does Peril Flynn look like?
So Peril Flynn is, is basically bone structure. There is flesh there, but it's kind of pointless. Okay. So she's quite tall. She's quite angular. She is built efficiently. We're not entirely sure she's not a robot wizard.
Okay. You look around, and perhaps consider finishing your cocktail before slipping off to the briefing chamber. Yes, the briefing chamber, where there's a giant glowing orb that briefings come out of. Next up, the camera zooms out of the bar and around, pans across the college errant. What's Lilith Hellraiser up
to? She's probably lost.
Okay.
She's just, I don't understand these signs. This is new. Is there an alarm? It's not very loud.
Lilith Hellraiser, transfer student from whatever the American equivalent of the college errant is.
Everybody's in Texas.
Okay.
Just everybody knows in Texas.
The Longhorn Wizard Shack.
Yeah, and she's just she's got her boots on, and she's just. Is there something going on still? Is it this way? That way?
You ask a variety of gnomes and sort of servant elves who point you towards the briefing room. I like to imagine also, Lilith, that you are carrying the bags that you came here with as well.
With ease, because she's very, very muscular.
Oh yes, what do you look like? You got the boots on.
Yeah, so the boots add like another 2 inches, just always taller in their boots, and they're made for walking, And so she's about like 6 foot 5'11", and she's
okay, go on.
And she's very, very strong Ronda Rousey type.
Dense, brick-like.
Yes, very, very heavy. Can't lift her.
Couldn't knock her down with a pail of water.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. She's many stones, as I've heard it's been said.
That's how we say it.
Yeah.
I am many stones heavy. Bring from me a diet book. You scuttle on down the corridor. Sorry, you stomp on down the corridor powerfully with your big bags, cowboy hat, many guns, and and presumably some sort of cow in tow as well.
Exactly.
Your beloved pet cow you insisted on bringing to the college errand.
It's just a hamburger.
She's not been well of late. And the camera indeed pans out, and we see beneath us the city rolling down, a very old-fashioned looking city. It looks to be some sort of it's all like 1800s London, and like you've got amenities in the college area. You've got running water, you've got some sort of magic radiators, you probably even have a telly of some kind. But down here, it looks like they're staunch traditionalists and proud of it. And through the fog and the smoke and the grey drabness and the sleet, the camera pans back up to the college errand again to show Harvey Ripple. What's he up to?
He is in the gym doing reps.
Probably
Exercising muscles that no one else has.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got those extra muscles that you don't really do anything. They look nice.
The muscles man was not meant to know. The muscles between the stars.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he's a very muscular chap. What exercise is his favourite? What gets him out of bed in the morning?
You're talking to someone who never goes to the gym.
Me neither, but you can make something up. It's wizards.
You know the one where you do that. He does that. All that. Topless, no shirt.
No shirt, never. No shirts.
No.
He's doing that, and there's a couple of big golems either side, like, whoa, wow, you're really strong, Harvey. Saying the golems, which is what you have instead of exercise equipment. Oh, wait, that's the polite alarm. You best go. And they carry you along.
I get carried. Cool.
If you'd like. And finally, how is it? Are we pronouncing it correctly, or are we pronouncing it so it rhymes?
I think I've decided for E for real.
Ethereal. Ethereal big deal.
Yes, E for real big deal. That's me.
Good heavens! What's this?
I'm another transfer student from Wales. I'm technically a part of you.
Oh, I gotta warn you, Scrat. That one's gonna come right over my side very quickly. All right, go on.
Picture a nice, quaint little forest between the valley underneath the lake near the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
In there is a nice little graveyard, and I've got everything set out nice for this little ritual. I'm planning to raise an army. This is the 6th attempt. Every time I try and do it, someone tries to call me with some kind of poxy alarm. Well, I've turned them all off, I tell you. They're all gone. This time will be my day. I'm going to raise that army. Right? It's going off again! I can't believe it!
Please make me a wizard check.
How do I do such a thing?
You roll dice equal to your wizard stat, and you tell me if you got 4 or more.
Which D6s? No, wait.
Yeah.
Yes. I did rate them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Cool.
gonna rate.
If anyone else definitely rated them off screen, maybe do it now.
Of course, a wizard is a casual too, so I'm going to roll that 2d6.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the roll 20. You'll have to tell me what you get.
That's fine. I rolled a 4.
Brilliant! Mark 1 stress and gain a small undead army.
Fantastic.
The D6 skeletons. I've got a D6 here. I'll roll it for you. A very small army. 3 skeletons. Lurch out of the graves beside you.
Yes.
What? Yes.
Oh, yes.
The alarm is ringing.
No.
Must go.
No. Quest 1: destroy the alarm.
You have accidentally reanimated the old bursar of the college errand, and he's a stickler for rules and regulations.
I hated him, I did. I hated him.
Why? It was you that killed him, I remember. I've never quite forgiven you for the murder, but here we are.
Look, that was never confirmed. I was never charged.
Sorry, alleged murder. I was there.
Look, it never went to court. You can't prove anything.
Allegedly.
And the camera again pans back up, down, and down inside the orb chamber where the announcements are. I've already forgotten the name of the Chastity Houndstooth is there, smoking 2 cigarettes from cigarette holders. In fact, actually, I've just the hat for this situation. Wait a sec.
Incidentally, Scrat, your accent decided my accent.
Good.
I'm just going with outlandish because it's.
False alarm, I don't. Okay, so Chesty hands Tooth. Thought I had a wizard hat. Wasn't where I thought it was. I am live. Chesty hands Tooth is there. A pleasure to make your request. Ah, there you go. That's just like that. Yeah, mine's rainbow coloured. Which is actually not what she'd be wearing. I just wanted a wizard hat. Sexy battle wizards. We've conjured you here today with the most personal of polite alarms. No, I'm sexy. Sexiest. We've conjured you here today with the most personal of polite alarms. There's been a disturbance in the catacombs of the town beneath. The town which is named...
Dallas.
Goldfish.
Neither of those. Dallas is already a town and Goldfish... Okay.
Dalfish.
Dalfish! The spirit of improv.
There you go.
Dalfish. Beneath, down there in the town of Dalfish. Very, very staunch traditionalists. But we've received an urgent message from the very sexy mayor. Check this out. Bong! She turns on the orb, in both senses of the word. and the mayor shimmers up like a holographic Obi-Wan Kenobi. No, a holographic Leia. Help us, sexy battle wizards. You're our only hope, she says. Little one for the fans there, yeah? There's been an undead uprising. Hang on, no, this person's a dude. Big, like tall, quite lithe. Seems like he doesn't know what shirt buttons do, very much so. Like a a poet's haircut, that sort of thing. Sexy battle wizard. I wouldn't want to call you here. It's such a auspicious time. You see, we're having elections. I'm up for re-election, and my opponent, I believe, is causing trouble. There's been an undead uprising in the catacombs beneath our city, and I, a humble mayor, can't hit them all with my chain. I need you, sexiest, battlinest, wizardiest, and I think one of you got a skeleton? Oh, there already?
Well, I was just doing a little experiment in the graveyard, and, well, here's the bursa.
If anything, this makes me more... Okay, fine. Okay, cool.
And 2 other skeletons, which are far less important.
We didn't get names. I've only got 1 arm.
Quit telling people I'm dead.
Yes, please come down. Sort this out. You'll have to keep it on the down low. I'm up. As I said, I'm up for re-election. I can't have it on my on record that I'm having to call in outside help. Listen, if you do this for me, there'll be a great favor for all of you. If you're into that sort of thing. Or money if you're not, I suppose.
Do you want us to deal with them? And I give a wink.
Yes, big deal with them. I read it off your
right.
name badge.
Yes.
And I go, what kind of favors? A bigger wink?
Yes, a huge tumescent favor.
Does that mean the same over here?
I'm not sure. And this time,
$10 words back at Longhorn Academy.
the ethereal. Is it ethereal? I don't know what's real anymore. Ethereal? The ethereal, like, majesty.
That's how it's pronounced. Yeah.
Thank you. Of ethereal, big deal.
Okay.
Her chin literally touches her forehead in this wink.
That's so unsettling.
But somehow graceful.
No, I'm into it. I like a flexible woman around the face.
I've got very stretchy skin.
Oh no.
So yes, big favors. You can political favors, fun, sexy favors. I can maybe help one of you move. you know. But yes, please, do your best. Do your best to be quiet and understated in resolving this problem. Thank you, Sexy Battle Wizards. I know I can trust you. Mayor out. Well, that seems to be straightforward enough. A simple undead uprising. That's one of the 6 results on the sheet. Shouldn't be too hard for you to deal with. Any questions?
I mean, I've already started, I think.
Yes, I think you've very much done the opposite of what we're after. That you've raised more skeletons. Oh, hello, Bessa. Go on.
Bit of a miscommunication there. I thought when it said undead uprising, you wanted one.
No, well, listen. I'm sure the Berser could do with a bit of a jaunt. He's been dead for the last 6 years, after all, and he must be getting quite bored, and I suppose full of vengeance after his untimely and alleged murder. Still,
I mean, can it even really be called a murder? Honestly, I mean, at most it would have been alleged manslaughter.
Okay, well, listen. Let's not get into the into the fine details now. That she looks back at a framed picture. Obviously, guilty wizard acquitted of murder. Let's not get back into that dangerous time.
It's just premature death.
Yes. Good. Anyway, on you go. If any of you die, I'll be waiting in the bar with the cocktail. It's now time. Oh, hello.
Wait. I have one question. Have we spoken to the mayor's opponent?
Absolutely not.
But we could get paid by both of them in 2 favors.
I suppose you could. Yes, you could indeed. You could definitely get paid by both of them. I mean, at present, the undead uprising is. Oh, I'm spilling my drink. Hang on, my mime cocktail got out of hand. I'll get a second one. Okay. So, yes, you certainly could, and perhaps you should. I would be interested to see what occurred, but maybe this undead uprising is time sensitive. But then again, you're all big wizards, so I'm sure you can work out what you want to do on your own.
I don't know. I always do like a good old double favor.
You wink with both eyes, and in fact, just like blink.
One for each favor.
I try to shoot them off, and they go pew pew.
God, you're sexy. Right. That's why I hired you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go and smoke in a different room. And
Well, that's understandable.
She stands up and hovers through to a balcony where a hugely muscular, shirtless man takes around the waist, and they stand in silence for a while.
That's not me, right?
It's your.
When?
What's your sexy at?
3.
Okay. It's your equally handsome brother.
Oh wait, no, 2. Sorry.
It's your more handsome brother.
Yeah.
Raspberry.
Jim Ripple. Raspberry
Okay.
Ripple, of course. Or Richie.
Richie Ripple, yeah.
Yeah.
He has a third sexy voice, but I'm not going to do him because I need to keep some of my sexy voices in stock. But yeah, he smiles, and he's got a dozen roses between his teeth. That's how handsome he is. Okay, so you have to get downstairs. By downstairs, I mean into the city from your floating castle in the sky. How are you gonna get there? How are you gonna find the catacombs? How are you gonna do it sneakily? So many questions and so many dice rolls abound.
Well, I can help. I can punch through reality.
Oh, you're also from somewhere. I see.
Oh yes, I'm from somewhere probably in Ireland.
I'm from somewhere around Ireland, I think.
Because I was thinking about it, and I was like, if we got a Welshman and an Irishman, we're both going to get confused and get different accents, and it's going to be bloody chaos.
That would be a nightmare.
I was going to be Arnie, but
I ruined it.
I think that's absolutely fine, and I think that having an Irish accent is okay. So let's see.
Fine. It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine. It's fine.
No one's going to be offended by it at all.
Sure, what do we do when the kettle boils over? Right. So, Story Island. So,
We Lucky Charms.
Yes, precisely. That's exactly what all of you are like. So, you can punch a hole through reality. So please tell us how that works. Well,
I look at the place, and then I punch through reality, and there's a hole. And sometimes I use it to punch people who are further away, and sometimes I walk through it.
Convenient.
But I don't know what's in there, and it's probably dangerous to go through. But why not? I'm just going to look down. A what?
A wizard check, please, to punch a hole through reality.
Oh, okay. It's that.
That's one dice.
One dice then. Cool. It's a 5.
A 5! Top of the morning to you. It's all fine. Right. You punch a powerful hole through reality. You can see there is a portal you formed here, and on the outside you can see the horrible things from between the all teeth and tentacles and eyes.
It reminds me of home.
Wow.
Yes, the portal.
Wales.
Wales. You can see the tentacles as eyes. Is it daffodils? A rugby team over there?
Morris Dawson's?
What in tarnation is that?
That's
Oh, it's all right. It's just Wales.
It's just whales? You've got whales down here?
There are Wales is so named for the ethereal void whales that skim through the unsky. It's known as the size of a city. These enormous humpback nightmares bristling with eyes are not part of the game, but they're cool to look at as you go through. You have established a portal to what you presume is the catacombs.
Well, I just down.
Oh, just down. Okay, yes, you've established a portal to down.
Down.
Does anyone else wish to use the portal through Wales, or do you have other more personal means of getting down?
No, I'd love to use the portal, but as I go through, I'm going to spot one of those whales and go, I recognize that one. I grew up near that church. That's a St. Mary's Church in the hollow of the White Hazel near the Rapid Whirlpool, and the Church of St. Cilio near the Red Cave. That's the name of that little town down there. It's Clanvipul Gwyn Gil Go 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 Quem Drobo Landus Il Go 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 Go.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh yes.
You are able to read the dark runes of this place. The weird glyph-like etching in blood on a stein. You read perfectly and summon a small valley.
Lilith will just go over and feel his head. Are you stroking? Are you alright? Are you all right? I don't know where we're going.
And just
Come and join me in the accents. It's lovely.
We're traveling. We'll get there. Have accent, we'll travel.
Sorry, a large plank of wood fell over.
It's the magic leaking through. Wales is invading.
Oh, blimey! I do like the idea that there is also an unrelated magical curse which has been cast upon the college errand, and so everyone's accents are starting to bleed into one another. There are rogue accents scudding around the multiverse, waiting to find someone to attach to.
It's just a yeet.
Oh. Come on, what are you waiting for? Get to the portal!
Oh no!
And I step through the portal.
Excellent. You take a short trip through Wales. It's nice, aside from the void world.
It's not somewhere I'd like to stay, but it's nice scenery.
Nice to visit. Yeah.
Some good photos.
Mountains are nice.
Yeah.
Don't they have that nice Doctor Who museums here?
Doctor Who?
Yes. Doctor Who being, of course, your favourite wizard TV show, which is about an unnameable doctor who's only ever referenced off screen.
It's a reality show about magical maladies.
People constantly looking twice. Doctor Who?
It's very avant-garde and not very good.
No.
You walk through Wales to get to the fun part of the game, where you are now in was it Gallus, Dalfish.
Thank you very much, Karen, Ozzy, who donates $25. $20 will buy you an advantage to give to a player of your choice. Let us know who in chat. Oh, actually, no, wait. They say pick a player to roll. Will someone roll a d4 and assign a number?
Okay.
Someone other than me. Help me. I'm struggling.
I'll sort it for you. Don't worry, it's fine.
Thank you, Grant.
All right.
My savior.
Jane,
Yeah.
you have advantage on your next roll, so add I don't know 2 dice to it.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Can do.
Yes, please. Also, please donate to the wonderful sick children at St. Yeah, they're wonderful and they're sick, but please give some money to them because their mums and dads need it very much. Thank you. Now, sex. We emerge down into the dank, smoky, foggy streets of Dalfish. It is very sort of like pre-industrial London there. There's horrible dirty rivers and boats scudding along. There are elves and dwarves and you're sort of your standard fantasy creatures. They're very old-fashioned, not like you're wearing basically late 90s fashion, a lot of you, I imagine. And these elves and dwarves are wearing your standard leather jerkins, your cloth caps. And they're all good. And you are near a big church to the god of the past. Yeah, that sounds good. His name is Henry. Henro, god of the past. They love the past here. They worship it. They're very conservative. They're not into these sexy battle wizards. They're like unattractive peace sorcerers around these parts. You see an unattractive peace sorcerer mending a fence. They are not very attractive, especially like they don't have their sexy on point. The hair isn't very well done. The shoes don't match. And they were born with their magic. It's cruel to say that they're your rivals because they're nowhere near. One of them sees you and tries to look away. But yes, you're near a big church, the god of the past, where sepulchres or catacombs might well be underneath. What do you do?
Kick open the door.
Don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. Just keep on walking.
I'm just going, howdy.
No, don't make
Howdy.
eye contact. Don't do it.
Howdy.
Look, the door's right there. It's a dread portal. Focus on that, not the...
Can I get a sexy roll, please, Lilith?
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Okay.
Tell me your highest number.
6.
Well, kiss my grits, Lilith Hellraiser!
Hey,
I've been around these parts! Why,
we
it's
must
your...
be from that same small town that everybody's from.
Yeah! Famously small, the South!
Famously. Everybody knows everybody in the South. We're all... Nope, I'm not going to go there.
What?
Nope.
Listen, we came right through Wales without any of that, so I'm really impressed. Well, Lilith Hellraiser, imagine seeing you here, all the way in Dalfish. And I'm gonna write it down on my goddamn screen. Hang on. Because I can't remember Dalfish.
What's the name of this place? Kenny Dalgish? Where are we?
I think it's Dinglewood.
Dinglewood. Okay, let's just stick with Dalfish for the time being. Oh my grits, Lilith. I'm so impressed that you finally got into the sexy battle wizards.
I know, I only had to take the test like 4 times, but you know...
That is a preconception about us Southerners. We're thick.
We're thick.
We're real dumb. Oh no, not in the ass. Well, maybe.
You know, a little bit of both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, you know. But you know, it's hard to get concussions in this head. It's like wearing my own personal helmet.
You recognize this person as they're an old college friend of yours from Longhorn Community Wizard College.
Longhorn.
Yeah, it's a Texas word, isn't it?
Sure is.
Yeah, there we go.
Hook 'em.
Oh, is that
Yeah, it's Hook 'em Longhorns. It's actually a Texas
Oh,
university.
is it a team or something?
It is.
Right, okay. Bighorns it is.
Bighorns.
Bighorns.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a friend of yours from Bighorn Community College, so named for obvious reasons, and they are you descend into reverie, reminiscing with them about all the good wizard beers you drank, all the great games of American Quidditch that you played, which is actually you kick the ball, which is ironic, but there we are.
Hoovers.
Yeah, sorry, no. They just do it in trucks. They got a lot of ramps.
That ironically also have big horns on the hood of them that just like try to get stuck in each other.
Is that what US wizards use instead of broomsticks? Just trucks?
Yeah.
Well, in some of the rural parts we use cows.
Mm-hmm.
We're just trotting around on cows.
So,
How do you steer?
Yeah, you use the horns. You know,
You steer with the horns. Got it.
Yeah, oh, that's good. That's a
Come
real.
on.
You're a nice one. You're a nice
come on,
one.
this is for kids. Right. You have accrued your ally. The name is. I've got a list of names here. Hang on.
Billy.
Haunch Westward.
Hans Westward.
Haunch, like a haunch of beef,
Haunch. Got it.
and Westward, like the opposite of Eastwood.
I got it.
Haunch Westward. So you can use them as an ally or distraction at some point in the future. However, I believe one of you was the ominous obsidian doors, ebony doors, big black doors.
Yep, kicking with my foot.
This strikes me as a battle check, please, to make a dramatic entrance.
An advantage battle check, so I'm going to roll like 5d6. Six.
Whoa!
Yay!
Tell me what happens.
I mean, just essentially my foot creates a portal through the door, not a magical portal, but a physical foot portal. Yeah. I look back at you and and like sexy shards of black obsidian like rain down around me in a black fire explosion.
Whoa! That's so well earned. That's good. You emerge dramatically into the center of a church, into the center of the church, and a priest runs out. He is. I'm trying to make everyone sexy in the game, so let's go for what flavors. What are you doing? Why have you come and kicking the doors to my church?
I'm sexy.
I'm just lost. I've got accent overwhelmed now, but
I was just about to start buttoning up my leather shirt, and now I have no time to do so.
we are here to go down into the catacombs.
Why? You know there is only dead bodies down there. Dusty old bones.
Oh.
Your soft, supple lips for kissing down there.
Well, that's personal preference. Let's not judge now.
I am pretty sure their lips have come off, but okay.
We've all got our kinks. I'm.
Sure, I don't wish to kink shame. If you want to kiss a skeleton, that's okay. Hey, person, you came down.
Have you met my other skeletons who are also here and maybe offended?
An elaborate polycule.
Bersa, I'm very sorry.
I am sorry for daring to suggest that you should not kiss skeletons. Everyone is worthy of kisses. That is what I say. I am here as a cleric, a priest of the god of the past, whose name I have already forgotten. Just too busy rubbing oils and unguents into my hairy chest.
Well, it's in the past.
See? Ironic, I cannot remember. Anyway, you want to go down to the catacombs and kiss some skeletons, is this right?
This is correct, yes.
Wait,
I
that's
want
what they're
to
doing?
erect a skeleton army.
Oh, I see.
Erect.
Hang on.
Yes.
A skeleton army. That seems
No,
like
wait.
a bad thing to do.
Psst, Ixnay, we're putting down the skeleton army.
There's a skeleton army?
We're going
Oh,
down to
they're
the
all sitting
skeleton
down in
army.
the little halls. They're in the boxes. They're all stacked up with the head on the feet. It's fine. What you talking about? The disappearances are nothing to do with the skeleton army.
What disappearances?
What disappearances?
I gotta do from our very favorite drama show, the look twice.
It is the double look.
He goes off to, he stands in front of a stained glass window and the light shines through beautifully onto his hands and features and he lights a priest's cigarette. I cannot hide it from you. You are all too beautiful, too magical, or too strong for me to hide it from you. See, there have been disappearances. Many of my congregation have gone missing. Underneath, that is, I fear they have been dragged beneath the sepulchre. But no, into the sepulchre, not beneath it. Well, maybe, who knows? I haven't been down there. It's very scary. I only do the sexy part, not the wizard on the back. Anyway, see, I will give you access on one condition. You fix my door. Why'd you kick it down? It's obsidian. You know how expensive that is?
Hang on, one
Did you not see
second.
the sexiness?
Do not get me wrong. Very sexy. Very, very sexy. But you didn't even knock.
If a real big deal is gonna start doing a dance.
Okay.
Did you not see that just outside there is an unsexy peace wizard who can fix your door? Let us be on our sexy ways. This beauty.
Can I have
cannot stay.
a sexy roll, please? Ethereal.
That is my best stat.
Great.
All the while, Lilith is just holding a roll of duct tape, just going, what, where?
That's a
Where?
13.
Oh, God.
I roll 3d6, right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. And you pick the highest.
5.
5. Of course, it would be a waste of your time. I will go get that mug-faced crackler outside to fix my door with his boring magic. Hey!
The clap.
I'm trying not to swear.
Unsexy wizard. An unsexy wizard.
I think he's
hello.
a fence wizard.
Yes, well,
I don't care what he does with his sword in his spare time.
I don't know. Yeah, here we are. Hello. What seems to be the problem?
This door was in many pieces now.
Yes, I saw you kicked it open.
Oh,
Hang on.
allegedly. You can't
It's always
prove it.
making work for us. We have to pick up the pieces, and no one wants to give us kisses.
Kisses?
Bursa, you're up.
You're so unattractive.
Bursa,
just
go on.
Just throw him a Hershey kiss.
It bounces harmlessly off his chest. Oh, a cultural misunderstanding. I feel more alienated than ever. God, a skeleton to kiss. This is terrible. Fine, I'll fix the door. Don't know what. And he gets out a you know in Team Fortress 2 when you repair your turrets by hitting them with a hammer, by hitting them with your wrench. It's just that, but with a hammer and just and parts of the door just like. See, get on with it, you horrible little man. Come with me. I will escort you down into the basement, but I warn you, it's very dark down there. And he leads you off down into the catacombs. There are flickering torches. The click of your elegant high heels or work boots or whatever it is you're wearing on flagstones echo through the room, and it's getting through the corridors, getting darker and darker until all you can see of him is the beautiful twin curves of his ass in his leather pants. As he goes, as he goes, oh, God, you're staring. He's okay. Don't worry. I know. Now, here. It's a very heavy broom, I just mind. I just sweep the floors for these things.
No wonder he is so chiseled.
Here, down here, down here in the catacombs. Do your best to satisfy thee. No, not satisfy is the wrong word. To put down the obvious undead uprising, and I will be very pleased to have my congregation no longer made into vengeful skeletons. Good day. I mean, buenos dias, sexy battle wizards.
Oh,
Good
buenos dias.
Pass the crumpets.
As a parting gift to him, I warn him about the dangers of smoking when he's got a very oiled, flammable chest very close to the smoking. As we don't want him
It's
to
the
catch
danger
fire.
that makes it so exciting. I could be consumed in flames. Every cigarette could be my last. I'm getting increasingly French. Virus has reached us.
Where did Antonio Banderas go? Who is this person?
I must away to my chantry. And he
Mais oui, oui.
he slopes off to go look at some cured ham and bullfighting to get his voice back in. Before you, you can see the catacombs beneath the city of Delphish. There are it looks like a bunch of aqueducts stuck together. There's loads of different levels, loads of different things coming together. They're crisscrossing with bridges running through, and you can hear the telltale scrape of bone on cobblestone, on slab. Yeah, the telltale scrape of bone on slab, and the clang of metal banged against the walls by an unskilled skeleton hand. What do you do?
I'm going to get some light up in here, given that I am from the Wizard College Law of Light.
Oh yeah. Is anyone else from the Law of Light?
No, I'm going to shy away, being from the secret sorceries things of shadow. The secret occults of necromancy.
It's like the jocks and the geeks.
Yeah, Lilith is also from the Lore of Light.
Well, if you share something with another character, please presume at some point you were in a class together, or if you both have sculpted muscles, you use the same gym, or you lift the same weight at the same time. Please, as much backstory as you can invent on the fly. So, please make me a wizard roll, please.
Well, the only thing I think that might be in common with someone else is anyone else got a special skill in fists.
Yes, I punch things.
Yes.
You too?
Only Faily.
Only what?
With the Fae. It's my wolf Fae fist.
What?
Right, I remember when we were punching things, you were punching it fairly.
Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's very pretty.
I just put holes in things.
Oh no.
So Fae like fairies, yeah? Just for the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right.
I'm assuming so.
Yes.
Lilith is just like, are they speaking another language?
Is this a Welsh thing?
I was never charged.
Yes.
Where's the subtitles?
Jane.
So I rolled a 5.
Actually, sorry, real quick. Can you roll me a mage check to summon subtitles, Lilith?
Oh, biscuits.
Crap, you're gonna have to do a lot of live editing now.
Well,
Check
that's I think that's probably going to be a -1 for American. So, what am I rolling, wizard?
Yeah, be wizard.
7. Where's my subtitles?
Just give me the highest dice, please.
6 plus 1, so it's 7.
Okay. Yes, you have everything explained to you. Subtitles
hang on a
hover in
second.
front of people's mouths.
Hang on a second. Look on the
Sorry.
stream now,
On the stream.
because in
Okay.
any second now, there will be subtitles beneath my name.
No way.
No way.
Uncanny. It just says, unless you're just saying ethereal, big deal, they, them a lot, I don't think it's working.
No, you have to give me a second. I'm getting through the temporal barrier between...
I'm just derailing the whole thing.
Just while Scrat's sorting that out, you have everything is written for you in an understandable southern drawl beneath.
Perfect.
Beneath what people say. If at any point you are confused, please ask me for a translation, and I will try. I'll do my best to work it into Bighorn-esque.
As if by magic, there it is.
Is it? Oh!
Oh God!
God blimey!
There you are.
What a time to be alive!
That's real magic, that is.
Oh my God!
Just don't get anyone else subtitled, because
Okay. So yes, Jane, you rolled a 5, right?
I rolled a 5, yes.
Cool. Please, that's a success, but also you mark stress.
Cool.
Because this is quite dark. There is an ancient, deep, old darkness down here that resists the lore of light. This is a place of the dead. But you show. What does it look like when you summon lights?
So it's like it's a bone structure thing here. So it's like, you know, that highlighter you can get on the top of the cheekbones, and it's just like so like that just radiates.
Like contouring.
Like the contouring just lights up enough to light the entire room in front of me.
That's where you should always put lights directly beneath your eyes.
Like this.
Everyone else can see perfectly. He's stumbling around.
I have my aviators for just this moment because it's happened before. Yeah, I've got my sunglasses against my own light. It's great.
God, that's pretty rad. Your face lights up quite literally, shining light through this, and you can see everything's illuminated. Now you can see into every nook and cranny, and indeed you can see more because you're seeing through the reflections of the light or something. And all throughout the corridors, skeletons, some old, some new, which look to be perhaps recent parishioners who've been congregation who've been plucked down here by the skeleton army, turn. They say, and start swarming towards you. The sexy priest from before comes back and says, "Actually, I'm going to close the door behind you just to make it slightly more dramatic."
Leave the broom alone, will you?
Sorry?
Leave the broom. The broom. Leave the broom alone.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we established this was a door after the initial gag. Very heavy. Please let me just close it, okay? And he walks off. So yes, you are now trapped in the catacombs with a bunch of skeletons who are swarming up towards you. What are you going to do?
oh no! I would like to take my umbral chain.
Mm-hmm.
That's like swapped around me, kind of like Ghost Rider style. That was a good movie. I don't know if you saw that. Nick Cage is a real cool person. And with a yeehaw, just pull it out and like go and try to like whip it around as many of them and just pull them so that they like just scatter bones all over the place.
Brilliant. Make me
like the battle. Do I roll 2 dice or 3 dice?
You roll as many dice as you have in battle.
Oh!
Have you assigned your stats?
I sure have. I didn't know that was a changed thing. But I have 3 stats. 3. I need another. We're fine. We're doing great. Yep, Frink. The highest dice is a 6.
Brilliant. Yeehaw, partner. You lasso them skeletons right up good. The chain smashes around because Umbral, it's bleeding in and out of shadows and smashing and like pulling the bones apart. The skeletons. No, they're battle wizards. Get our cool scimitars. Because skeletons have to have scimitars. They can't use the weapons. It's an EU, right? which will be rid of soon, thankfully.
It's a union thing.
We don't want those bendy scimitars in our country.
I like Brussels. I'll have good old-fashioned British skeletons on with, I don't know, fence posts and half a dog. Right.
Chip, stabby, stabby.
The skeletons start swarming up the corridors around you. The Lilith smashes them apart with a big old chain. But Ethereal,
Ethereal, if you don't mind.
Sorry, Ethereal.
Ethereal, I'm kind of a big deal.
Ethereal. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. Ethereal. You feel a horrid bony hand close around your ankle, and looking down, you can see that a load of skeletons have stuck their arms together to make a sort of horrible grappling hook, and thrown it and grabbed it around your ankle, and you're pulled down. What do you do? Sorry, you're pulled like flat on the floor and dragged backwards.
Well, I think I'll reach into my pocket and I'll pull out the large tome of the undead. And I'll just give it to them. Here you go.
Okay, make me a sexy check, I guess?
So you're giving them the ability to create more of them.
Yes, that's probably going to work.
Introducing
Roughly the plot of the second half of Ghost of the Shell. Ghost in the Shell, I believe.
Yeah, that's
the Ghost of the Shell.
The Ghost of the. That's what we called it in Wales.
It's just a big whelp that's ethereal. Ooh.
See, that's what I'm reckoning. You know, once they've learned.
Once they found sex, they won't bother with like world domination.
Yes.
Okay, make me a sexy check, please, to charm these skeletons.
My highest dice roll is a 6.
Mm.
Also, these subtitles really do not help when I'm speaking Welsh. They can't understand the word I'm saying.
Nope.
It is pleasingly reading 6 as sex, which I think is suitable. You thrust the big book of skeleton fun into the skeleton's hand, and it does this broadly. It's like it's very excited, and it calls out, "Hey guys, we've got a book on stacks up here." And then it can speak, maybe. It grabs onto the book and pulls down like a big chain. You've taken out a significant amount of the skeletons because they're all crowding around trying to read effectively the skeleton Kama Sutra.
I feel like it should be called Big and Bony.
That is a slightly less reputable publication.
Honestly, it's
do you
just
think
smut
the
these
Welshman
days.
has something reputable?
Like, you know, everyone thinks because it's a big book with lots of fancy covers that it's respectable, but you open the page, it's just smut for days.
Rancid bone smut.
Is that the seesaw maneuver? That's... I don't know. I'm sorry.
We can see the camera pans up to. I was going to say Ethereal's horrified face, but given your previous proclivities, probably quite into this. And you can just see like you can see a load of slightly out of focus legs and like heads bobbing around in just out of camera. Your eyes light up.
I never thought of that.
Shadows on the wall.
Well, that's how you do give the dog a bone, right?
The detachable limbs really help.
Such an unsexy name for a sex. Hey baby, I want to give the dog a bone tonight. No, absolutely not. I want a divorce.
I want that on a shirt.
Hey baby, want to give this dog a bone?
Yeah, sure do. Listen, that will go real well here.
Well, you're in Florida, right? So, yeah.
Oh man.
We've all heard.
Oh snap.
You, Lilith, have destroyed a load of skeletons. You, Ethereal, have distracted, but I'm probably gonna make some more skeletons because the skeleton gestation period in this instance is minutes.
They just vibrate.
Just you get two smaller skeletons made out of the other parts. Harvey, what are you up to?
Well, there's not too much I can do from here, so I think I'm going to. Well, I've got my fists, yeah, but I think I'll use my other ability or power.
Mhm.
I'm going to turn into something. Using my Path of Beasts.
What does that look like?
I just turn into an animal.
All right, yeah, pick the animal though.
Give us something.
I want to turn into something good for battle against
Sexy rhinoceros.
against
Bones.
Bones.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Well, yes, I was
A
thinking a
bunch of
dog.
dogs.
I was thinking a dog.
Dogs.
I assume what dog I turn into
Mhm.
is dependent on how well I roll.
Yes, please roll me a. Well, if you're going to go into a fight, still battle. So it's just description. So please roll me a turn into dog check for battle, please.
Battle, okay. I got 2 6s, but yeah, 6.
Please roll me another 2d. Please roll me another 2d6.
Okay. 3.
You become 3 big dogs. I was hoping for a number more towards the median there, but 3 it is. You are a swarm of 3 big dogs, easily the equal of 12 smaller dogs. And you are in bone heaven now, baby. This is some of these bones is fresh, and that's very exciting. But you leap and scamper about, all 3 of you, tearing bones free from their sockets.
Bark, 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 bark.
Subtitle bark in Irish.
Subtitle bark.
The skeletons stop doing sex on each other and turn around. Several skeleton families have formed. The Bursa has been recruited into an increasingly complex undead polycule. And the the chief skeleton turns to you, says, "Ethereal Big Deal, you have given us the gift of life. You are a god to us. Please stop your friends from eating us."
Bark, bark, bark.
Unfortunately, the hand that giveth also taketh away, but I am working on another novel, so there's ups and downs.
I don't understand the second part of that. Is that a New Testament gag?
No, I'm genuinely writing another novel. I think I'm going to call it the Eldritch Bride.
Oh, you're referencing the book you wrote. I see. Sorry. Well, cool. If any of us is still alive, or I guess undead, when we come back, when it's finished, we're happy to be test readers. But yes, we have quite a small.
Don't rush me. You've got your whole afterlife.
No, we're being eaten by dogs.
Bark, bark.
See?
They're fine. They're just playing.
No.
They're a nice dog, really.
One of them ate Jeremy. Yes, he ate me. I'm just a head now. You can see that the skeletons are quite wisely trying to flee. A lot of them are quite scared of the dogs and the big spectral chains, and their god has quite literally forsaken them. So, Peril, what are you up to? Are you going to let the skeletons escape?
Clearly not.
Elsewhere? Clearly not.
Clearly not.
Okay, what do you do?
So Peril is taking out her Ember Whip, which is exactly what she has, and Indiana Jones style, still in the doorway, grabbing the most official-looking skeleton.
It's me, the chief skeleton. Hello.
Yes, the chief.
I sound like I've sat on myself.
Anyway, she's going to whip him around the throat bone and pull him back.
Oh, that's a shame, that is.
Battle check, please.
All right. Let's roll this. Shoot.
I'm loving the random quotes that are coming up in chat. Just quotes, increasingly complex undead polycule.
For a while, your subtitles just said, help!
I saw that. I'm going to add
My
that to our
highest
quote.
there is a 5.
5. Yes, please mark stress. You succeed. You pull the skeleton captain leader straight towards you. Was that your plan? Was it you after kind of a tete-a-tete?
Yeah. We want to chat. We want to,
Okay, cool.
interrogate this bit.
You put. Imagine a handsome skeleton. That's about as close as we like. It's like again bone structure. You know.
Yeah. No.
What's attractive about this guy? Yeah, it's all right. You are face to face with the most handsome skeleton you've ever met.
Right.
Hello. What was it you wanted? Me and my new family are simply trying to escape the dogs.
Oh, you're married. Oh.
Well, no, listen. It's an increasingly complex undead polycule. We've got some cats, like all polycules do, I presume, and we're just going to need to. They're skeleton cats, and we're worried about being eaten and being beaten to death by chains. So we were going to leave. We're not really married. I mean, some of us are married.
I look very deeply into where,
glowing
into the
orbs.
eye sockets. Yeah. Well then, let me just inscribe into your bone my number that you can call on your skeleton phone.
Can we...
Just a bone hand.
He used to call me on that bone phone. Late night when he needs my...
Would have gone for cell bone myself, but okay.
Hot chisel action going on. I'm into this. Yeah.
It's very you've still got your
Oh yes.
your burning whip around his neck, and seeing as he doesn't have flesh or need to breathe, it seems like the way that he's lightly gagging is for sex. like he's trying to appear more attractive. Which some people listen. If you put a whip around his neck and pulled him towards you, he's assuming you're into that.
Yeah. I mean, and look, finding out things about myself that I never knew before. So there you go. It's a complex story arc. I do want to know why they're here though. Like, who raised you? How did you come to be here sexily? As I stroke his cheekbone.
Let my undead friends go, and my undead lovers, and I will tell you all you need to know.
I agree, and I whistle for Harvey dogs to stop playing with the bones.
Bark, 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 whine, whine.
Sit.
Come on now, Harvey. Your time in the bone zone's done. We've got to go home.
All 3 of my dogs, I think, just gather up in a group and start gnawing on bones.
And you eventually they get closer and closer and closer and reform until it's just you gnawing on bones.
Yeah, I will continue gnawing on a bone.
Okay.
Thank you for saving what remains of my family. I will tell you everything after this commercial break. Well, not commercials, but we're going to have a little pause now while Grant thinks of the plot.
Everyone, we're gonna take 5 minutes. Stretch, go for a bio, grab a drink. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Catch you in a bit, everyone. Oh, hi, everyone. Welcome back. Let's just carry straight on. Grant, you're up. Hi.
Hello! Welcome back to Sexy Battle Wizards. In the first half of our adventure, our wizards met a priest? Yeah, our wizards met a priest, a sexy Spanish priest, and they cruelly forced a unattractive peace sorcerer to repair a big obsidian door that they themselves kicked down. Then they descended into the skeleton catacombs. Yeah, into the catacombs, the burial chambers, the sepulchres, and fought an army of skeletons by turning into several dogs and using a chain. But then, thankfully, Peril Flynn did something very sexy with a whip, and now they have a skeleton friend. The rest of the skeleton army were not put down, I suppose. The skeleton uprising was not subdued, more than it was encouraged, and they were given the means themselves to make more skeletons. So, not a full win, not both thumbs up, but
So grab the means of your own production.
I was just gonna say that they were now
Alright.
submissive.
Yes, and now, once we've got them kind of a little bit submissive, I'm going to start talking to them about the benefits of moving to Wales to my own personal graveyard on, like, a timeshare, where we can, like...
I don't really think I want to open another gate, if that's all right.
I'm pretty sure we canonically established all the other skeletons left, and it's just me, James Mason skeleton.
Well, James,
Hello.
I'm just saying you and your family have options.
Wales is a nightmare hellscape caught between realities.
Only
Even
if
as
you look
far
at it
as
in a
sc-
certain light.
There's only one light. The nightmarish light of 7 dying moons.
Well, and there's some of the fire.
Yes, there's a lot of fire. You're very true. Yeah, I just...
There's quite
Okay.
a lot of light when you think about it.
Yes, I was too quick to judge beforehand. In addition to the 7 cursed moons, a lot of things are on fire in Wales. Now, why should we move there?
I don't think that's Wales you're thinking about. I think that's another place. It's very on
What?
fire.
I'm pretty sure it's Wales. I've been through there enough times.
Again, we'd established in the portal. Oh, hang on. Maybe we're thinking of North Wales. South Wales is more normal, and then you've got the North, which anyway.
Stick to near Cardiff. It's for the best. Closed captions really can't understand well. This is hilarious.
Closed captioning is literally what Lilith is hearing in her brain.
Yes, here's my voice. So, you want to know, you, Peril Flynn, when you were choking me so sexily with your big burning whip, you wanted to know who summoned me, who built me. Well, it was the rival mayor alluded to in the first act. And her name? Oh, I've got a list of names, hang on. Her name?
I've got it here somewhere in my ribcage.
Good. Yes, here we are.
Stacey's mom.
Here she is. Eloquence horsepower. Yes, of the New Hampshire horsepowers.
Oh, I see.
Eloquence horsepower has summoned many skeletons as a rude gambit to try and make this place, to try and make the wonderful town of Delfish, where I was raised and died and then was buried and then got up again, to make it look unsafe and unstable. Thankfully, you sexy battle wizards came. Hang on, no, not thankful. You killed a bunch of us. But anyway.
After we gave you the
Is-
gift of reproduction.
And yeah, I'd like to think that was an initial misunderstanding. And just like the townspeople, given, you asked, they haven't seen a sexy skeleton before. I think you just need to go and show them who you really are. They may not be afraid.
Let's
You're right.
do a
The
stage
sexy
show.
skeletons were inside us all along. Sorry, what were you saying about a stage show?
Let's do a stage show. Let's show everyone what you've got inside. And I'll tell you for why. Because once
Very
everybody's
tasty,
seen...
Meryl.
Yes?
Yeah,
once,
less of that.
not only will people be hungering for you, you'll make them very thirsty. And not just because of your dry bones.
I get it. very clever. Okay, yes, I think this calls for an 80s fashion montage.
Yes.
So you walk back up to the massive closed stone door. Who's going to open it?
I am.
I can put a
No,
hole in
he
it.
is.
Oh,
They are.
that doesn't make the noise if you put a hole in it.
But I want to put. Oh, fine.
It's up to you. How do you wish to traverse this door?
You know what? I'm just going to go under it. So I'm going to turn into loads of little rats. And I'm going to, because you know rats, they can get under doors like that.
How sexy. Yes. Please make me a wizard check
I
to turn
said
into a
nothing
bunch of
about
rats.
being sexy this time.
Please make me a wizard check to turn into a whole load of rats.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I've got the 80s music covered for the montage. I'm ready.
4. Mark 1 stress, please.
Right.
As you succeed, but the act of turning into a bunch of rats has put some strain on your system. Everyone else, there is a large door ahead of you. The beast wizard just turned into a bunch of rats and ran away underneath it.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
I'd like to just run through it.
Brilliant.
Like a longhorn, you know? Just
A bighorn.
yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Very good. You know what? I'm actually gonna I'm gonna bring this exciting scene of door opening to a close as you smash down the big door.
Ah, another one of my doors! Will your lust for door to death never be satisfied, just sexy battle wizards?
No, my lust is never satisfied. I got too much pepped up. I had to do something. Just breaking it down. There is a real great
I'm
scene
sworn
back
to never have sex before marriage, and if I ever think about having sex, I'll do 10 push-ups and then I kick down a door.
I just saw.
What Jesus would want?
I saw an unholy mess back there. It was just debauchery all over the place. I just had a little. I feel a little bit more centered now.
On contrary, I think you'll find they were full of holes. There was holes between every ribs. There was holes all over the place. Skull holes, you name it.
You're talking about holes now.
Ah yes, the sexiest way to refer to them.
Holes.
Holes.
There's nothing unholy about that, is my point.
Oh, come on! Come on, this is for kids, Scratticus. There's no need to put... So a child might be listening. A sick child could hear your puns and get iller. Okay. I see you have bought a very handsome skeleton. Hello. Okay, we won't talk to each other because we're NPCs. However, I see you have bought a very handsome skeleton. And I can hear, what is that? 80s music? You're not planning a fashion montage, are you?
Probably not without you.
Oh, so you can't. It was a feeder line, but okay, yes, sure. Let's do it. So we can use my spare runway.
The 80s music kicks, and a lot of people saying like the sampling on the tracks like fashion, that sort of thing.
Barbara Streisand.
Eloquence. Oh, grace. High heels. Smoking. Pose.
Barbara Streisand.
I've heard music before. That's what it sounded like. And you get some elegant late 80s catwalk music coming as you dress up this skeleton to just look his very best. How do you do that? I'm interested. Anyone, please. What's your plan?
Well, I was going to put the ember whip around his neck. Well, take it off his neck first, but then put it back around him as kind of like a feather boa style, except it's a whip. Okay,
I love it. Flaming, exciting. He does pull it around his neck a little bit because apparently. But it burns, and because he's an ancient skeleton, there's no harm sustained there. We'll go with that. Or maybe you just got it set on warm rather than kill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Lilith, how can you help him look sexy?
I'm gonna put them in a strapping pair of Wranglers the ones that are maybe a little bit too small, but they've got the perfect indent from the skull can in the back pocket. Skull is a type of dip, by the way. I don't know.
Dip is a type of chewing tobacco, I believe. Right, yes.
Okay, cool.
Can we get some more closed captions, please?
Southern ones. And it just, it hugs them just right. Just looking.
It hugs the pelvis.
The bony protrusions.
Oh, heavens. Oh, they'll be all over this ass.
Harvey Ripple, what did you do?
That's America's ass.
Well, I was going to suggest that I be some kind of furry animal who drape over his neck, but I don't particularly want to be on fire. So
it's on power stage mode. You'll just be warm.
It's on vibrate.
Mainly harmless.
How about I be a really ugly dog that you can have in your purse, and by comparison, you will look attractive even if you ain't.
Just a real munter of a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it turns your stomach to look at it.
Like, it looks like a chihuahua maybe, but it isn't quite.
Now, Harvey, if you get this right, you can become so ugly, you become beautiful again.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that paradox.
Please roll me I guess, wizard.
Yeah, no, I just keep rolling my worst thing.
You keep succeeding, though. You're doing all right.
Oh.
6.
See, yeah. God, this
Really
is disgusting. Oh my God. I think I'm gonna sick up a lung just looking at it. It's awful.
Perk.
Look at.
Perk.
Like, even the bag is bad. Like next to you in your horrendous pocket dog form, the skeleton is starting to look much more attractive. And finally, Ethereal, Mr. What? Big deal.
Thank you. That's the exact correct way to say it.
What's
yes.
your with the hand?
Yes. Big deal. Yes.
Big deal.
Not many people pick that up. I'm glad you got there.
Wow. This is my first radio. What do you do to help out this handsome skeleton?
I'm going to take my magics of the ethereal nature. I'm going to get them and I'm going to sprinkle them out just a little bit and create a wig. A wig that is a party in the front, a party at the back and business at the front. The mullet to end all mullets. And that will surely make them sexy.
Please make me a wizard check.
That looks like my Aunt Bobby.
She's dead too.
That's a 5.
A 5. You know what? It was a challenging one to pull off, but you just use up most of your special hair glitter. Please mark a point of stress.
Does this stress do anything? Because I've got 2 of them now.
Yeah, if you ever roll under your stress, you die. If your highest dice is under your current total stress, you die.
Oh, right. I should have remembered.
But then you come back to life again you come back to life in the castle, and then we have a cocktail and tell a few jokes, and then you get to take part again.
Sounds wonderful.
Well, I'm just about ready to step out and show the town what I've got, but I'm nervous. Peril, you make me feel different to everyone else. I think you see me for who I really am, a beautiful skeleton. Do you have any last words before I step out on that big Hispanic man's spare stage?
You just let them see what's inside you, and
Perk.
It's an awful dog. It was trying to eat my ribcage, but it's no teeth, so it's just sort of sucking on the
Gums.
I mean, that can be okay. Just kind of use its slightly gummy saliva to kind of just shine up your rib cage a little bit there. Like just oil it up a bit. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Just lubrication.
You go out there and get the bag of bones. I know you can be.
ready to go. Let's dance.
He steps out. The 80s fashion investments fills the stage as
calcium.
calcium.
Vitamin D.
Patella.
From
Low
Talos.
carbs. Low fat.
I really like this new genre of music that we've invented. Just frenetic, like German techno, and a woman just speaking. Anyway, the obsidian doors fixed now swing open.
Ooh.
No, the obsidian. He uses tremendous power to smash down the obsidian doors. And you say to the background, "Oh man!" As he walks out, he looks as good as can be expected. He's got that ass bound up in a pair of Wranglers, with his. His skull. Do you chew that, or you just sort of wedge it in there?
You wedge it in there.
That's sexy.
It's.
And then you spit because
It just like
And then it makes
into his jaw.
And it goes the ding. You
How
know?
can we make tobacco less attractive?
Does he even have a lip? Is it just like plastered against his chin?
Or like that he hasn't gotten to that stage yet, thankfully. He just got the thing in his back pocket.
Make a goatee. It's a two-step plan. He's already got the shaved head with a goatee. He'll look like a marine. It'll be great. Oh, wait, we give him a mullet. We give him a mullet.
Yeah, we like.
I've ruined it. I'm sorry.
Are you chasing him out doing this? Like, turn it into goatee.
No, like he's out there now. He's got this beautiful glittering mullet. He's got the feather. He's got the fire boa. He's got the Wranglers on his sweet ass. He has a disgusting dog in a bag.
Also, I have that really dumb dog look on, with the tongue sticking out slightly, and
Yeah.
like just like a continuous line of drool heading towards the floor.
Look like old milk smells.
Hey,
Yeah.
would you like to give a dog a bone?
Who was that?
As the voiceover music lady. Come on.
Oh right, I see.
I got you, Scrat. I got you.
Nick paddywhack.
Metatarsal.
Oh god.
And he walks out. He makes it. He does his little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah. On the catwalk, he shakes his little tush on the catwalk, and he's had his eyes closed this whole time. He's been so nervous, and he opens his eyes and sees it's abandoned. There's no one left in town. Everyone's gone. That's weird. This is normally a bustling place for those of like dirty elves with silly hats. And the camera pans over towards the mayoral office, the shadow mayor, which I guess is like the person who's not currently a mayor. The shadow mayor, whose name I've already bloody forgot. Eloquence Horsepower. It goes over towards Horsepower House Towers. Horsepower Towers. And there is a roiling mass of energy. It looks like it's like setting sunlight. Like that's a sort of red through to purple and yellow glow. It's kind of roiling around the top and starting to spread out throughout the city. And you can see just at the end of the street, normal people are fleeing as fast as they can. What do you do?
I will gum the spine of the skeleton.
Is that... Now I've been dead for a few years, but I don't think that's normal. The big thing in the sky. Oh, I mean, you can gum me. Dogs eat
What the
bones.
dog's doing.
That's fine. You're not doing much down there.
I've been told that before.
No, you're a big, handsome, sexy guy. You got sexy too. You're always doing loads down there.
Sexy doesn't mean skilled. Let's face it.
We can't break down that barrier, not now.
Tune in
So
next.
yes, the skeleton turns to all of you.
Was that there when you came in?
Sure wasn't.
Ominous. I'm really sad no one got to see that cool fashion show that everyone hyped up.
It's all right. We live on in our memories forever.
It will. Just you wait, skeleton, whose name I have not yet asked. No, James. James was your name.
Yes, James Mason the skeleton. That's right.
Yes, that's who you are. Yes. We'll just deal with this big ball of unusual energy in the sky,
Yeah.
and then we'll have another fashion show just for you.
Well, as long as you promise. But yes, I'll come help.
Does that mean I have to stop being a dog?
If anything, I'm kind of getting into it now. It's like a deep tissue massage.
Okay.
So if you want, but I think if you're going to fight whatever's making that happen, you might want to be something other than the world's smallest, ugliest dog.
Yeah, okay. I'll turn back into Harvey.
Ah!
I probably should have got out of you first, huh?
Oh, good Christ!
It's like you've gained bone armor, Harvey. It's kind of sexy.
You've just exploded inside him.
We
I
smash
beg your
cut.
pardon.
Ow.
This is a family-friendly show.
We
Since when?
we smash cut to James the skeleton reassembles himself and everyone else. We smash cut to the base of Horsepower Towers, where you can see that everything's getting quite bacchanalian. It's getting quite odd. There is a as I was saying before, the light of the setting sun is spreading through this area, and it seems to be emanating not from the sky. It's more like it's emanating from somewhere else. And all around, you can see things are getting quite sexy. There's an awful lot of like rose petals falling from the sky. There's a lot of shimmering light on beautiful pools. There's a lot of anyone who got caught in the initial blast, you can see that their clothes have turned to flowing diaphanous robes. And you can see around the top of Horsepower Towers, thick thorns and vines are growing around and constricting the place. And those same thorns and vines are crawling through the city, spreading this insidious, sexy energy. What do you do?
So, are all the people still running away?
Most of the people in the town have fled. But this is, the people who stayed here, some of them have been bewitched by the sexy energy of the place, and they're still kind of lumpy elves, but they are better dressed now.
Well, seeing all this pepped up sexual energy coming out, I've got a rage battle.
Are there any doors around?
Yes, there's a huge door.
You sexy
I'd
dog.
like to break down that door so hard as though it's a metaphor for something else.
There's a big, sexy door just waiting for you to kick it down. Give me a battle check, please. What's your fetish? Oh, I have to kick down doors, otherwise I can't finish. What did you get?
I got a 5.
A 5. Yes. Okay. Strong. Again, muck stress, but you succeed.
I can't believe it. Did you see the way she just smashed that back door in?
I'm pretty sure that was the front door.
I'm not sure.
We just
Pretty sure smashing in someone's front door isn't a euphemism.
I believe
Just robbery at that point.
we just penetrated their outer defenses.
You plunge hotly into the passage.
My hair's sweeping in the wind.
And you can see inside it's even sexier in here. Fine oils are starting to drip from the ceiling, perfumed things which it reminds you of the handsome priest in his chest. Similar oils, but even more pungent, even more sexy, are dripping and forming in puddles around the place. It's quite slippery in here.
I pull out a church fan
dangerous.
from out of nowhere and just start.
So a church fan.
A church fan, like the big old.
The big fans they have in church and
Yeah, they're made out of like wicker.
Oh, okay.
Like
like that circular ones, and they have like a stick on them. Is that right?
yeah,
Yeah,
and you
so-
see them
yeah.
in like Southern Baptist churches, and you're like, whew, my stars.
It's getting uncomfortably sexy in here.
Hang on a second, Peril. We should let Harvey go in next with the James Mason armor on. He's ribbed.
Well, I kind of exploded him, so I'm not wearing him anymore.
Parts of me are still in your clothes. The jaw, presumably.
I hope so.
So I can speak. Yes. I guess I'll also be here when you're acting. So in
Why
we
not?
pop. Yeah, why not?
Well, I need to assume a form better for battle, so I'm going to turn into something again.
What is good at fighting sexy parties?
I want to see what my role is.
Okay.
Because it can't... 2.
2.
Teacup pig?
What's your current stress?
1.
Okay, well, it's 2 now.
Yeah.
You, leaning back,
maybe?
inspired by your American friend, you exercise your constitutional right to bear arms, and now you have one bear on each arm. They have they are like just like the head and shoulders of a bear where your hand would be. Very heavy, very angry. You're not really in control of it.
I'm not really sure how this happened. I meant to be a dragon. But roar, I guess.
How come? You are, well,
This is just
No,
another
it's the way.
Tuesday.
I'm not good at magic.
We should be careful.
You're trying to turn yourself into an anti-sex rhino. And you got two bears instead. Right, Peril.
They seem calm, but they're barely in control.
Oh.
Ethereal, what have we told you about puns being the lowest form of wizardry?
No one understands
We
me.
all take 2 harm.
Is the sexy priest with us at this stage? Good.
I've been following you silently, watching the man turn his hands into big bells.
So,
You know, there's something kind of working for me, if I'm honest with you. I am hypersexual, like every NPC in this game, apparently. Go on. Go on, please.
I think it's the oil. So I encourage him
Talk to me.
into the lubricated passageway first.
Oh, it's tight in here. Okay.
And then Peril, after turning the ember whip down, the flammable whip way down to, just a mild vibrate,
Sizzling.
follows on in. Yeah, a sizzle.
Saute. Right, okay, yeah.
We're just at the pulse 1 setting.
This is very dangerous. I am worried about. I am merely a simple priest.
He says, lighting another priest's cigarette and looking through apparently a stained glass window.
I never thought I would have to fight otherworldly incursions in horsepower towers. Beryl, I am nervous. I do not think I am built for this.
Within each of us, Antonio Priest. the day of the man.
How did you know my first and second names?
Either the man comes to the day, or the day comes to the man. But Antonio Priest, this is your fight. Yes.
Who's going to come in me?
I think we need to get further into this sex party to find that one out.
Very well.
Yes.
And Antonio Bandoleros?
Gunfight. Wait, he's already here.
Oh god.
You descend into the depths of the twisted bacchanal.
Oh, so it's not an up tower, it's a down tower.
You ascend into the heights of the bacchanal. So I was looking at it from a weird angle.
Well, it turns out that's just a painted trapdoor. It doesn't actually go anywhere. But those stairs are quite real, I'm pretty sure.
We started at the bottom, now we're here.
After checking several illusory trapdoors and one joke lift, you finally get onto the stairs and you ascend Horsepower Tower up to where you presume the incursion has happened, and you come into the grand hallway and you can see that there are guards possessing an alien beauty. They are maybe 7.5 feet tall, wearing armor like bright red maple leaves. Not Canadian, actually. It's kind of too Canadian immediate imagery, which we conjured there. They're the color of maple leaves, but they're not like Canadians. They are fae. They are beautiful, mysterious fae guards. There are 2 of them towering over you, their eyes smoldering with a fiery intensity. And as the first of you walks in the corridor, I probably you with your hands that yeah, it's you. Yeah, as you walk in the corridor, these 2 unspeakably handsome, very tall people look at you. Well, look what the cat dragged in, one of them says.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Oh, man.
Why have you come here?
Well, I've come here to.
It has that effect on some people, don't worry. Go on.
I've come here to fight, battle things. There seems to be trouble afoot.
Fighting your raging urges, perhaps it seems. I can see inside your soul. Lilith Hellraiser. Us Fae know many things. And I know what's going on, is what I'm saying. But
What's going on?
That's good, because we don't have much of an
That's
idea.
true, we told it.
what you're feeling is perfectly natural, and it's all part of growing up.
Really? Because I've got 2 bears on my hands.
No, you're really weird.
Okay, yes.
I don't know what's going on with the whole bear thing. Is this a joke?
Well, this one's polar, and
Hello.
this one's grizzly.
Hello.
Are they making out?
Oh, I have to keep them apart, otherwise they do start to make out.
And they got like little hands, like
Yeah,
T-Rex hands.
sometimes they fight, sometimes they kiss. It's like,
Yeah. It's bears, right? Who can tell?
yeah.
Oh god. Joking.
I'm just glad they stopped at the elbows.
It is imperative you leave. This place is very dangerous.
What, just because I have bear hands?
It's also dangerous for that reason, yes. This place is very dangerous. You must. Yes, as you can see, the incompetent mayor of this town has no means of keeping it safe. Perhaps it's time for a new candidate.
Ethereal, you're good at punching Fae. Do you have like a sexy Fae Kumasatra you can give these guys to distract them or anything?
No, it's actually using Fae power to punch things. I'm not sure how. Maybe I could exchange notes or something. But I'm not. I mean, I could try and use my wolf Fae fist to reuse the same joke from earlier, and I'll give it a go. What's the worst that can happen?
You die,
Yeah.
Oh!
and then you come back again.
And
And you have to do this whole thing over again.
I've only got one in battle, so I'd like to put my character on like some really bad wire work, and just have them do like one like fist animation as they just like soar across in a very flat wire.
Yeah, okay. Roll a dice, please.
Curses! I've lost my cursor.
We're looking for 1.
Oh, it's actually quite successful. Stressful, but successful.
Ah, yes, okay, cool. Mark stress. What does that bring your stress to now?
That's 3.
Excellent. Okay, cool. You clock this guy in the you clock this guy in the jaw using your your Fae fist. Is that what's it called?
The Fae fist, yes.
The Fae fist. What does it look like when you manifest the magical energy around it?
Well, it looks like my normal fist, but then it's like it's got a big leafy like boxing glove on it, and it's got like swirling green. It'd look very magical if I didn't float all the way across.
Cool. You clock this guy in the jaw. Ugh, he says, and he drops his giant halberd, and it lands on the ground.
Oh no! All them feathers.
Becomes a load of birds, a summer-themed bird. Doves? No, it's too magic-y. Not parrots.
Kills.
Eagles?
Seagulls.
Cockatiels.
Cockatiels. I like cockatiels. Big cockatiels. Fluttering around. You made me drop my halberd. He says, grabs you by the scruff of the neck, and brings you right up close to his beautiful face. Again, like impossibly contoured. You can see these smoldering eyes. How dare you? Grabs you and throws you back across the room. Everyone else, what do you do?
I want to catch him.
Brilliant! Please roll me catch ethereal big deal. So I guess whatever you want. Sexy? Do it sexily.
Okay, sexy. I'm not sure it's sexy with bears, but okay.
Well, it's the danger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Listen, it's always sexy with bears.
I got a 2.
You die?
You die, don't you?
I'm on 2, so.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that kills you.
Oh. I rolled 2 dice and I got a 1 and a 2.
Yeah. How do you die?
Well, so Ethereal is flying towards me, and obviously by instinct, I raise my hands, but there are bears in my hands, and they rip my head off.
Don't worry, I've got.
And they just my head just rolls off, and then Ethereal just flies in between the bears.
Just it's like contacts your corpse.
It's right, I got it. And then
says one of the Fey guards. Oh, that's gross. He just bit his own head off. Oh no, I've had enough of this. And he throws his hands down like, and the birds gather around his hands and form 2 the katana-looking things, or katana, not wakizashi. And he stalks towards you, Peril Flynn.
All right. I turn up the voltage on my Ember Whip. I dip it in some of the oil that is, I just assume, everywhere.
Oh, it's greasy in here, yeah.
Yeah, no, so I grease it up. I turn the fire on, and then so I whip with now a burning fire whip.
Like so you got like a chip pan fire.
Basically, yes.
Brilliant. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I wrap that as far as I can around the Fae who's attacking me neck, the while keeping eye contact with James Skeleton Madsen.
Okay, so are you trying to seduce the Fae or hurt the Fae?
Trying to hurt the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
that's the question.
It's a decision. What will you roll? It's a real decision. No, I'm trying to hurt the Fae. I'm trying to subdue the Fae.
Okay, subdue, not subduce. Give me a battle check, please.
Battle check is 6. I did get a 6.
Yes, you wrap your whip around the neck of the Fae and tug, and you're about to pull them close to you. When there's a weird ripping sound, like a tree falling down, and the guy just explodes into a bunch of these cockatiels all around the place. This place is now lousy with greasy cockatoos.
Yeah. I've never seen that happen before, but yeah, okay.
It's a new saying on the whip, apparently. The other Fae, who hasn't said anything yet, who's been standing there, slightly taller, this Fae, slightly more imposing. You can see a single beautiful crystal tear form in the corner of their eye and land on the ground. Ding, ding, ding.
You killed. Is this what I said? No, this is what I said. No, it's here. You killed him. My brother with a very similar. Not my brother. My special friend, boyfriend. I don't know. Partner? That seems a bit clinical, doesn't it?
You don't have to label it, it's fine.
Yeah. My lover! There we
go.
The sexiest term for it. You killed him. You killed my lover. You turned him into a load of cockatiels!
Can I hog tie?
I don't think you are sorry.
I didn't know he was a bunch of cockatiels in a Fae suit.
He turns to the door and it's like,
Clearly, I can't face you myself.
and throws open the doors.
You'd best not.
Clearly, you're too powerful for me. Sorry.
You'd best not, or you'll end up a cockatoo.
Oh no.
Oh. Oof.
Take 1 stress.
I will as well. I will gladly.
The doors open, and the scene of the bacchanal within is revealed to you. However, enough of that. Welcome to the College Errant, flying through the sky above the lands of Delphish, where
What's the name?
Chastity
well-
Houndstooth.
I'd
Sorry?
kind of like to wake up in Wales.
Enough of that! Enough of the College Errant! We smash cut to Wales! North Wales! A nightmare
shite,
land!
I'm in the bad part as well.
A nightmare realm!
There's so
All
much
the hills
fire.
of teeth and all
There's
the eyes.
so
of
much
fire.
fire around. Why does everything need to be on fire? It's such a silly place.
Well, you see, the alternative, if it's not on fire, then it's alive.
Yes.
We couldn't have that, could we?
Well,
Hello.
sometimes it's both, which
I'm
is
a wandering
really difficult
Welshman.
to deal with.
You look like one of them sexy battle wizards.
Yes, I am.
Seems like you've
See,
reformed
Burgundy.
yourself from the eldritch primordial ooze that makes up over 60% of the land in Wales.
Yes. Well,
Well done.
well, thank you.
Not a problem.
I kind of, I got here because some bears that I turned my hands into ripped my head off.
Ah, it's always the way.
I found so, yes. Do you know where the exit is? Because I'm not going to lie to you. When I come through here, usually, I just, run through, and I don't really look around.
Ah, you should join me on a grand adventure. my
Oh,
boy.
sounds lovely. I'm from the West Country now, apparently. Oh, boy. Oh, dear.
It's not
My
a problem,
voice
don't
box.
worry. It's fine, it's fine. Now, you must choose from one of these proud companions I have here.
All right.
There's a haughty elf, a doughty dwarf, or a sneaky halfling.
I'll take the dwarf, because I imagine he has a Scottish accent.
I have spawned their foul.
Ah, I knew it.
I'm one of them broadly. I'm one of them broadly Scottish dwarves. Fuck.
Oh, he suddenly went very sexy. Very sexy Scottish towards the end.
Hello, it's me, one of them Scottish dwarves. Hello, here we are. Hello, we're gonna go on a big adventure and go through the valleys and all that sort of thing until we get out. There's a door down there. I'm not entirely sure where this is going. Oh, it's all over the shop. Oh my Christ, we're going on a full tour of the Highlands, aren't we?
I think I saw you in that play with the man with the claymore and the blue face paint. Sean
Braveheart.
Donnelly. That's you, right?
John Donnelly.
Yeah, Sean Donnelly.
Sean Donnelly. Aye, Sean. No. Hang on. I'll see if I can get you, Sean Donnelly. Hang on. Sean.
I mean, I'm fine with you if you want to stick.
It's fine. It's a much more stable accent. It's very straightforward to do.
How did it take us so long to get to that point?
Well, Sean.
I, unlike the rest of you, have control over my wishes. Yes, hello, Sean. Please,
A
call
life
me
with control is a life without fun. Oh, come on, we got to go.
we smash cut back. The dwarf grabs his axe and his shield and his brigandine and a fancy hat with feathers in it, and some provisions. And you
Anything with an S in it.
anything with it. It's like orcish weapon proficiency, where you're proficient as long as it's got the word orc in the title. Sean Connery is, yeah.
Sexy shingles, you say.
Also my area. Sean Connery's been very ill. Anyway, you embark on a great adventure to flee Wales.
Oh
Is Flea Whales a place? Is like Little Wales?
Flea whales.
Flea Whales.
That's it's a misnomer. That's the giant fleas that you get on whales.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, it's a hunt then. We're off on an epic hunt for flea whales.
Which you must sacrifice to leave Wales. We'll come back to you in a second. The doors were flung open and we see the splendid bacchanal before you. You see Eloquence Horsepower lit in a corona of sunlight. She's wearing, she's a beautiful woman with auburn hair, very tall. Her eyes are glowing bright like the summer sun. And all around her, people are just bumping uglies, doing the nasty with each other. It's all a writhing, greasy, cool pit in there. Everyone's having a great time. But you can see that yes. Oh wow! It even smells sexy in here. With this wonderful grease, and behind you, breathless, runs in the mayor from before, the mayor from the first act. You see, this is the sort of thing she's doing. She's summoning Fey incursions. You have to stop her.
I mean, this, looking out on it, it's not the worst campaign strategy I've ever seen.
Everyone had to. We can't run the town properly. She's trying to make me look like a fool, like I can't manage this place. She's gonna make it seem like I can't control this place and stop it from falling into bacchanalian debauchery, which apparently I can't. Neither can you. Why did I hire you? I promised you all sexy favors, and this is the thanks I get.
I mean,
but it seems like she's running off the platform that she won't finish until we all finish. I don't know.
Okay. No, it took a while to get there, but I understand what you were tilting at. It's fine.
No, we're in. We're doing terrific. It's very early. I'm doing the best I can.
But the problem is, Your Mayorness.
Yes.
That you promised us sexy favors.
Yes.
But they're like literally kind of, well, they're just doing them all over the place.
I did say that earlier. Or money. You can wear the chain for a while if you'd like.
Yeah, it's just not very sexy offers. You need to get sexier appeal.
Okay.
Won't get sexier appear, apparently. Closed caption things I'm saying.
Come here,
Sexier
Ethereal. Come here, Ethereal.
E for real, big deal if you don't mind.
Someone, come here, Ethereal.
Hello.
You want a saucy offer, do you? And you want to maintain that veil, do you?
Which veil exactly are we talking about now?
There's no explicit sex chat on the screen.
Oh yes, no, I don't want to pierce that veil, no. Look at that fireplace over there.
Two bears crawl in, carrying a body with them.
But it's not your body.
The mayor leans over. The bears found a different body. The mayor leans over and whispers in your ear, and we see a montage of someone poking a fireplace over and over and over and getting everything really revved up. We see a flower blooming inside something weird. We see a train going into a tunnel. We see a rocket taking off.
RV explodes out of a skeleton.
Sorry? Yes, we see that again. But it's sort of like slightly faded black and white. Everything is hugely sexual.
Just like a couple of seconds of the ugly dog face, seemingly unattached to everything else.
Yeah, and then another image like shunts it bodily off screen. As you can see, I'll make it worth your while in no uncertain terms.
He can back up what he says, I tell you.
Back up right on it. So, he takes a step back, and you can see that the Fey guard from before raises one hand up to eloquence horsepower. And she, again, wreathed in this corona of energy, touches one hand down, and he is filled with a tremendous fuel, a tremendous fire. As his muscles start to bulge, his armor glowing from within. He is an avatar of summer, glowing from within with the fire and fury of the sun. He calls, "To me, my love!" And all the birds from next door fly through and form two giant gauntlets on his hands. No, one giant sword. That's a bit more fair, isn't it? Like a big sort of Dark Souls looking thing. Just, now it is time to finally put this to bed. Shit. Now it is time to. He swings at you with a big sword. In fact, he swings at all three of you. Who's standing in the way of the blade?
Oh, probably.
Lilith Hellraiser. We'll go with that. It's just about to make contact with you, Lilith Hellraiser, but we cut back to Wales.
Meanwhile, in Wales,
you are on the back of one of the night black obsidian nightmare unwhales that scuds through the void above North Wales. There are these horrible, like 17-legged fleas crawling along the outside. The dwarf's there. Here's my voice. Hand me that shotgun, please.
Oh,
we can kill the.
I do have a shotgun, actually.
That's fantastic. Thanks. Being swarmed around on all sides, but you do manage to finally find the queen flea. She's identifiable by her crown, and now it's just time to return to the magic circle so we can sacrifice this queen and teleport to your realm. Does that sound good?
Yes. No, that's fine. You know,
But first, let's crash this sky whale into that cursed palace down there.
Oh, I believe that's called Cardiff.
It's North Wales.
We've been on a long journey. It's all right.
Okay, cool. Yeah. A night black sky whale, the size of a city covered in writhing tentacles, crashes into Cardiff, and Sean Connery in dwarven form and Harvey Ripple leap off the back and run towards the BBC summoning circle.
Is it a bad thing that an Irishman and a Scotsman destroyed Cardiff?
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, honestly, given my performance in interviews, I'm an inveterate shitheel anyway.
Ooh.
Yes! Lilith Hellraiser.
Yeah.
The massive, throbbing blade swings towards you. What do you do?
I would like to use my chain and try to spin it and catch his arm and try to get him to circle around and hog tie him.
Brilliant. Love it. Battle check, please.
Right. I got a 5.
5. Excellent. Mark stress, but yes, you succeed.
I have no idea what stress I'm at. I'm going to say 3. I think I rolled a 5 at some point.
Sounds good.
2.5.
Let's round it up to 3. It's the final scene. You managed to hogtie this giant guy. You get your arm around his neck, keeping him in place. His powerful muscular arms chained in place by your creaking umbral chain. You can smell. It smells like
paprika.
Sure. It smells like. Do you like the smell of paprika?
I don't know. It's just the first thing that came into my head.
Smells like barbecue on a hot summer day.
Yeah, but I was thinking like straw and cider and apples, but barbecue works.
Smells like a fresh hay barn.
Yes, he smells like a fresh hay barn.
There we go.
Gosh, you like that? Gosh, that's nice. You can see he's about to break out of your umbral train, shattering it.
Listen
Peril.
here.
Oh, go.
Ooh, no, go.
No, go for it.
I was like, listen here. You be nice to me, I'll be real nice to you. I don't know.
How nice.
So nice.
Wow.
Right. Okay.
I've won the gold at the Rodeo Nationals.
He turns to face you, and you lock eyes for a second. And one of the few things that Faye can do is transport you to a magical flirt realm, where it's just you and them locked in combat.
Paris.
Yes, Paris.
In the springtime.
Well, perpetually, yeah. Everyone's smoking gauloises. There's a big tower in the background. Someone's rude. They've got little hats on. It's Paris.
Man on a bike for no reason.
Man on a bike. Yeah.
Baguettes everywhere in suggestive fashion.
Just loose. Everyone's tripping. These baguettes! I can't walk down the streets.
Quadruple stacked
Paris.
roundabouts.
I'm trying to eat my salad.
Blocks of croissants flying in the background.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. Someone turns to the tap and just garlic comes out. Paris, Paris. And,
I don't remember seeing this in Paris when I was there.
well, because he didn't go in the spring. And you and the Fae who you've hogtied are sitting at a beautiful table. He can still be hogtied at your preference. Yeah, he's still hogtied at your preference. But he's hogtied next to a beautiful table with some croissant, some pain chocolat, raisin, pain raisin, some middling coffee, but it can get by. That's fine. It's Paris, the sun's there, and you in real life, you've disappeared. You've gone. You've been vanished away into a magical realm. There is between the two remaining battle wizards, Ethereal Big Deal and Peril Flynn, hovers the Queen of Summer, Eloquence Horsepower, and she lowers her arms and clenches her fists, and through the walls, these thorns start crashing through the windows, writhing up through the corridors, coming in through the ceiling. That's all the ways you can enter a room, and maybe through an oven or a chimney. A package arrives. It's thorns, and all over you are surrounded by this iron-hard thicket of thorns, boxing you in closer and closer. You can see two little pockets. There's still people sort of writhing around and having fun sex, but you, surrounded by thorns. What do you do?
First of all, I'd like to thank Sphinxval for the donation there. We got $80. They said they know we're nearing the end, but I feel compelled to donate for this last 3 hours of entertainment, so well done there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sphinxval, yes.
Sphinxval, excellent. Sphinxval, good work.
Peril, what shall we do?
This does seem like a bit of a sticky situation.
Hang on a second. Let me get my clarinet.
Your sexy saxophone.
Sexy saxophone. What?
It's more of a sexy kazoo, really. I'd like to summon a pole. Just one pole to rise out of the ground. You know what to do, Peril. You know what to do.
Oh no.
I assume it's made out of bone.
It's made out of bursa.
Okay, well, with a summoned Bursapole, Peril greases themselves up, does kind of like a sliding thing through the thickets, up and around in a very sexy manner around the Bursapole.
And you're going to seduce the Fey Queen of Summer?
Oh yeah, why not? Why not? I'm on a sexy roll.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Then make me a sexy roll.
All right. that's not a great idea. Gonna swing the sexy roll. Okay, so that's a 3.
Oh, what's your stress?
2.
Okay. You do your level best. You do a pretty good dance. You nick yourself on the thorns as you sort of greasily undulate your way through. So mark a point of stress, please.
Yes.
A whale is calling to you.
And you start spinning sexily on the pole, but you as you throw your head back, flash dance style, you realise that you've been completely encased in these horrible thorns and are stuck there. They're starting to dig into your flesh as the queen looks at you, dead-eyed almost. As she hovers towards you. Ethereal, it's down to you.
Wait a minute, everyone. Stop right there. This has all been a ruse. There's a reason that I learnt the Fey Fist. I've never felt at home with the wizards. They never understand me. They're always interrupting my rituals in the graveyard. I never wanted to stop the undead army. I wanted to raise it. I don't like this mayor. I was just using him for sexual favors. I'm a Fey like you.
The mayor stands up into frame. Sorry, I pulled my headphones out.
Oh no!
Stands up. You're betraying me? After what I just did? Off screen?
And I'm just going to give him big ears. That's going to be my wizard role. I'm just going to give him big ears.
Oh, like a fairy would?
No, I'm thinking more Prince Charles.
Hang on. So you're going to give the mayor big ears?
Yes.
Okay.
Making him unsexy forever.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay.
It also makes him the Prince of Wales.
Doomed to that place forever.
To say that this has gone off the rails implies that there were rails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whew.
Okay.
I've got 4 stress, so there's a good chance I might die doing this.
Come to Wales.
Give me a Ma Beautiful Mayor roll, please.
I rolled a 6.
Pook! Pook! Oh no. Oh, I'm not handsome anymore. I've got these big Dumbo ears. Is this my voice? Yeah, this was kind of it. I've got these big Dumbo ears. Oh, this sucks. See, I would not kiss you. I would not kiss you in your big ugly ears. Even if you give me something to hold on to, I'm not interested in it no more. Says the other NPC.
Oh wow.
The queen turns to you. The fake queen turns to you. Says, Ethereal. Sorry, I was pronouncing it in the elven way. Ethereal. I see you have returned to me. You have returned to your true queen. A being of otherworldly beauty. And you hear from behind it, no! No, this wasn't supposed to be this at all! And there's a hang on. As all the magic starts coming undone and unraveling. It's the unattractive peace sorcerer from before! No! I summoned her! I summoned her to kill all of you after you were so rude to me about the door! And now you come along and seduced her! I'm done! I tell you!
Well, before I went to uni, this was my mistress. I mean, we know each other.
He says, and his face gets all red and not in like a sexy, cute way. He's like kind of like blotchy, red skin. Oh, I'm gonna come out in spots now! and runs up and just tries to strangle you. Ethereal. What do you do?
Oh, I'm going to banish him to Wales. It's become my default thing. I'm just going to hit him with my Fey Fist all the way to Wales.
Okay, give me
No,
a
wait!
battle check, please.
Yes, battle check. We'll do that.
Mhm.
I'm not very good at battle. I didn't die, though.
Okay, what did you get?
5.
5, cool, yeah, mark 1 stress. It's 5 stress, so you're very close.
I'm very close to dying.
So close.
I'm getting
Almost there.
closer all the time.
You are about to punch him all the way to Wales. Like on the fly, you definitely managed to to get him off you. And you're about to punch him all the way to Wales when a strong, handsome hand grabs your fist, and the camera pans up his handsome lower arm, then up his handsome upper arm, and just some god awful ears. Oh my god, these ears! And then his handsome face. It's the mayor. You marred me. I knew I shouldn't have trusted you, sexy battle wizards. That's all we are to you, aren't we? Just sexy things to kiss and play with. Well, no more. I'm taking this back. However, a portal from Wales appears. And Harvey Ripple emerges from it with a dwarven Sean Connery in tow.
And there was a hidden sacrifice that I had to make to get back.
Yes, we're not going to talk about that.
All right, my lovers.
I'm terribly sorry. The virus respect to him more severely than the other. She's going through 3 or 4 actions.
I had to sacrifice my accent, and now I sound like this.
Oh no.
What's been going on while I've been away?
Oh no, Harvey, that accent. I don't think that can ever be a sexy accent.
Thank you very much, but it's Arv now.
Arv, could you get me out of this thicket and off this bone pole?
Of course.
Yes, can you
I
get off
be
me,
proud
please?
to. And I am going to turn into lots of little not termites. What are the ones that eat the plants?
Yeah, termites eat trees.
Termites?
Yeah.
Oh, bugger it. Yeah, termites. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't need to make me roll for that. That's fine. You swarm all over Peril Flynn in a way that's sexy to probably a couple of Japanese people.
I don't know what noise termites make, so skull and...
You bite Peril Flynn free from this.
Oh, right.
I just eat you.
Just eat Peril
I don't have
Flynn.
much control when I'm a termite.
I mean, you may have just unlocked my skeleton, so I can be with my one true skeleton love. So, I mean, that's okay. I'm going to go with it.
Locked my skeleton.
I have ascended to skeletonhood.
Yes,
It
you
is phrase.
freed me from this fleshy prison forever.
Yeah, okay. Why not? Sorry, going on. Yeah, why not? I'm really sorry, folks. I wasn't expecting the betrayal.
Neither was I.
Threw me for a loop.
Neither
Now,
was I.
where were we?
Nobody expects the betrayal.
Let
Yes,
me
Inquisition.
see if I can sum things up while I think things through, says the sexy cleric. There is a mayor who you have made ugly with big ears. I don't want to kiss him no more. He is working with the unattractive peace sorcerer, who isn't very good at fighting because he doesn't have the skills. He does peace and doors mainly. Good job on the door, by the way. Thank you. Opposed to him, you have the other mayor. You have the other mayor who was a patsy. Didn't really get to have a character at all. But apparently, she was the vessel for a fake queen, which you were dating. Is this right?
Yes, pretty much.
Not to mention, you went to Wales, and one of the characters is still in Paris trying to seduce a big man with chains.
I am a swarm of termites right now.
Yes!
Are you
This
saying
has
that
really
between
gone off the
brothers?
deep end, huh? Okay. Listen, I'm pretty sure that we can work this out. And here's how. Smash cut to Paris.
I like to think every time we do these cuts, it just transitions to a picture of that dog with the tongue out and the grill. And then it just...
You know the old
Batman
like
Maybe like a
Yes!
Batman spin.
Lilith. I've never seen a woman kick through so many doors in so short a time, or do so many push-ups. Central Paris is now door-free in a crime wonderland. But I'm asking you, maybe you'd bash my door in.
Sorry, I think we've already had the joke. I delivered it poorly.
Ooh,
Maybe
Yep.
you'd bash in my back doors.
Maybe you can storm my portcullis.
I feel like it's ready for a stampede.
I'm not sure either of us really understand the mechanics of heterosexual sex, but let's see how it goes.
And the pair of you, atop the Eiffel Tower, atop a pile of doors,
Atop a pile of broken doors. Yep,
broken
sure.
and burning doors, make sweet, beautiful, forbidden love before marriage. The camera pans up, and we see Jesus. Like,
I keep my boots on though, so it's okay.
is that the rule? Okay. And then Jesus looks down the boots, and he's like, "Oh, all right." And he walks away, and he too is nude, aside from cowboy boots. And we come back in the scene. And that's how we'll work it all out. Does that make sense to everyone?
Works for me.
I'm willing to compromise, yes.
You were
Oh,
better.
no.
Well, I wasn't so keen on the cockatiels, but fine, yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So, we divide the city in half. The sexy battle wizards get one half, the males get the other, and in the middle, beach party. Sound good?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
Okay. Just inherited half a city.
You've
And we're
inherited
probably
half
gonna
the-
leave off on the,
You've inherited half the city of Delphish. You've been awarded the city of Delphish for your efforts.
Well, we did a pretty good job.
You did go better than expected, yes.
folks. Normally I can spin this stuff together into a broad
Facsimile of sense.
Oh,
But here we are.
Well,
The ending.
I have a little bit for,
Okay.
for Arv.
Mhm.
I'm going off
Yeah.
with Sean on a quest
sure,
to
yeah.
find my accent. It's off in Wales somewhere.
It's been taken by the. great
Sean, we
action.
have to
The
find
action.
my accent.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming back a little bit. We all know a little.
The power's returning to you, it seems.
it's the quickening.
The
We do have to get back to Wales though.
Oh god.
The end credits music swells as it's kind of a jaunty guitar style thing, kind of like vaguely 60s 70s. As we close on the beach party, and we can see everyone having a great time during the post credits scene. We can see that Antonio Priest is there, adding extra oil to his already oily chest, and putting on an even skimpier shirt. To sun himself. We can see that James Mason, the skeleton, is there next to you, Peril Flynn, reclining, and he's drinking a drink with an umbrella with it and a straw, and it's just making a big puddle.
I rub some milk into his bones, like it's good for calcium, keeps them protected. Yep.
Very thick cream.
Yeah.
Sorry, very thick cream because I ran out of milk. Fine.
Ethereal, what are you up to in this beach party?
My Fruit Loops.
I'm erecting gravestones at the back, trying to, make it a little bit more dull. But
The
can't-
skeleton army are helping you.
yes, in bikinis because
Yeah,
they care
obviously,
about their
yeah.
tan lines.
Sexy. In bikinis and thongs, the skeleton sort of draped loosely around them. They're helping you dig out. They're sort of making a sandcastle at the back out of the sand. They're having fun with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Harvey Ripple, what are you up to?
You see Harvey along with Sean.
Aye.
Punch through reality, and in the distance, there's a very, very tall structure made out of broken doors, and he just walks in.
And atop that structure of broken doors is Lilith Hellraiser. And your beautiful new bride, a giant, big, strong fae. Or not bride, I don't know. What are you up to, Lilith?
Wow. That went crazy.
That's
we're-
that's the noises I make during sex as well.
We're... Your accent goes all over the place during sex.
Ew,
Oh, ah, eh, oh, eh, oh, no, oh, not there, oh, no.
All the vowels.
Okay, so we can just assume you're having really
we
complex.
meet up with all their other Fae friends, and
Mhm.
we just have a party in the barns for
Yeah.
for a while.
The dude is still in his armor, but he's got swim trunks over the armor as well. 'Cause it's
Perfect.
summer, which is nice. He's
I'm wearing
rubbing
some
sun.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, nice.
It was gonna be something else, but this is a kids show, possibly.
Definitely not. Thank
I'm
you
wearing-
for tuning in to Sexy Battle Wizards, everyone. This was a grade A cluster fudge, especially towards the end. I should like to thank anyone who donated, and if you enjoyed this show in any way, please give a little bit of cash. Even if you didn't enjoy the show, you know what? If you hate me, you know what I'd hate? If you gave money to this, that would really get my goat. That'd get me really riled. But seriously, it's a great cause. It's a great cause. It's helping sick children and their parents pay for things, and which is really important. So if you've got $5 to spare or what have you, please chip in some money and help out, because that would be hugely appreciated. And thank you all for giving kindly. I've been Grant Howitt, and I figure we're going to go away for a little bit now.
We are indeed. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll have one last wrap up. Please plug anything you would like to plug and tell people who you are. We'll go the opposite way round and start with Sheepdog. Sheepy, how are you doing?
All right, my lover. I'm Sheepdog, and if you don't know where to find me, you should probably figure it out.
Ominous.
You remember
I'm
what it's
Sheepdog, and I'm
like.
hiding in your cupboards.
Yeah.
You remember
Also
what
in
it's like.
Wales. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find me in Wales, looking for my accent.
Right.
Next around the screen, we have Kaya at Crit Charisma.
Hey everyone, I'm Kaya. You can find me on Twitter at Crit Charisma. I just am a silly American that did my very best to try and keep up with these beautiful humans.
You're very well.
It's been great.
Please, the game's over. Can we try and keep it clean, yeah?
Buttless chaps.
Next around, we have Jane and Jane Hammerstone.
Oh god, I'm lost. Okay, thank you. I am Jane. Please, if you want to follow my poor frail ego on Twitter and see pictures of my cat all the day. I spent half this going, isn't a Wrangler a type of Jeep? And why is he wearing them on his trousers? So, I mean, you're
It's
fine.
pretty sexy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a sexy Jeep wearing
Kind of like a
cleric
centaur.
skeleton thing. So there you go. I mean, I learned a thing or two here too.
Fantastic. And Grant, thank you so much for running this wonderful game. I've had a ton of fun. It makes perfect sense to me, honestly.
If you're interested in following me, I'm JS Howitt on Twitter, and I release one free game a month through there, so you can get it and download it and play it, just like this sort of thing.
Fantastic. Well, everyone, we're going to go away for around 20 minutes, maybe more like 25, because I'm starting to flag, and I may make mistakes. We'll be back in a short moment, and we will be playing our next game. Our next game features Real Hope Lavelle DMing for the first time on stream. And a bunch of fun players. We're going to be playing a band who have been mistaken for an adventuring group. It's not going to... I challenge it to be as shenanigan-y as this. Anyway, we'll see you in a minute.